Good morning, students. You all are welcome to today's online class. I hope you all are fine by God's grace. Isn't it? Good. Have you all completed the homeworks? Yes. Good. Let us start the today's class. All of you take your book and notes, students. Let's write the example 5.13. What is the example 5.13 now? Let A of 1 comma minus 2, B of 6 comma minus 2, C of 5 comma 1 and D of 2 comma 1 be 4 points. Here 3 subdivisions are there. First one having 2 subdivision A comma B. First one is find the slope of AB and CD. Second one is find the slope of BC and AD. What can you deduce from your answer? That is third. Let us do one by one. First we have to find out the slope of AB. We have A point and B point. We can find out easily. Let us do slope of AB. Before that, let's write the formula. You all thorough with this formula, isn't it? Slope m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Slope of AB, let's find out. Here A of 1 comma minus 2 and B of 6 comma minus 2. So x1 is equal to 1 comma y1 is equal to minus 2 and x2 is equal to 6 comma y2 is equal to minus 2. Slope of AB m is equal to, let's substitute this values in this formula, y2 minus y1, that is minus 2 minus minus 2. y2, this is formula minus and y1 divided by x2 minus x1, that is 6 minus 1, that is equal to minus 2 minus 2 plus 2 divided by 6 minus 1, we have 5, which is equal to, what is minus 2 plus 2? 0 by 5. 0 by any value is 0. Therefore, slope of AB is equal to 0. Slope of AB is equal to 0. Then we have to find out slope of CD. Slope of CD. What is C point? 5 comma 1. What is D? 2 comma 1. Is it? Slope of CD. Slope of CD. That is C of, what is C point? C of 5 comma 1 and D of 2 comma 1. Here x1 is equal to 5 and y1 is equal to 1. x2 is equal to 2, y2 is equal to 1. So slope of CD equal to, let us substitute that values, y2 minus y1, that is 1 minus 1 divided by 2 minus 5, which is equal to 0 by minus 3 is equal to 0. So slope of AB also 0 as well as slope of CD also 0. So that we can write slope of AB equal to slope of CD. Okay, first subdivision over. Let's move to the second subdivision. What is the second subdivision? Find the slope of the line segment BC and AD. Okay, first we have slope of BC. Slope of BC. So what is B point? B of 6 comma minus 2 and C of 5 comma 1. Here x1 is equal to 6 comma y1 is equal to minus 2 and x2 is equal to 5 comma y2 is equal to 1. So slope of BC equal to slope of BC equal to y2 minus y1, that is 1 minus 2 divided by x2 minus x1, that is 5 minus 6, that is equal to minus into minus plus. So 1 plus 2 divided by 5 minus 6 is minus 1, that is equal to 3 by minus 1 equal to minus 3. Let us find out slope of AD. Slope of AD. Here we have to use A of 1 comma minus 2 and D of 2 comma 1. Here x1 is equal to 1 comma y1 is equal to minus 2 and x2 is equal to 2 comma y2 is equal to 1. Slope of AD is equal to y2 minus y1, that is 1 minus 2 by x2 minus x1, that is 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1 minus into minus plus. 1 plus 2 by 2 minus 1 is 1, which is equal to 3 by 1 is equal to 3. Let's compare the slope of BC and slope of AD. Slope of BC we have minus 3. Slope of AD we have 3. Is it equal? No, not equal. Let's write slope of BC is not equal to slope of AD. Third one is what you have concluded. Okay. So we conclude that from 1 and 2 we conclude that can you say what you conclude? Slope of AB is equal to slope of CD. Is it? CD. That is both the slopes equal means that two lines are parallel can be said. So AB parallel CD. Okay. Since two lines are parallel, slopes are equal. We know M1 is equal to M2 condition. Is it? Slopes are same, so we can say that two lines are parallel. And slope of BC and slope of AD are not equal. Is it? So slope of BC not equal to slope of AD. That is BC is not parallel to AD. Not parallel to AD. Therefore, what is the quadrilateral we get? One pair is parallel, another one pair is not parallel, means that is trapezium. Therefore, the quadrilateral ABCD is trapezium. Understood, students? Shall we move to the next question? Let's do the exercise 5.2 8th sum. Okay. What is the eighth sum now? The line through the points minus 2, 6 and 4, 8 is perpendicular to the line through the points 8, 12 and x, 24. Find the value of x. Find the value of x. How can we do? 4 vertices are there, is it? Let us give the name A, B, C, D. Okay. Let the vertices be. Let the vertices are first one A of minus 2, 6, A of minus 2, 6, B of second point 4, 8 and C of 8, 12 and D of x, 24. So first of all, let us find out slope of AB. Then slope of CD. Okay, what is the question now? Is perpendicular. Okay. If two lines are perpendicular, what is the value of x? We know two lines are perpendicular. What is the slope? M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. Okay. First of all, let us find the slope of AB, that is M1. Then slope of CD, that is M2. Then we can use the M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1 condition. We can get the unknown value x. Okay. Let's do. Listen carefully. Slope of AB, that is A and B point we have to use. Here x1 is equal to minus 2, y1 is equal to 6 and x2 is equal to 4, y2 is equal to 8. Okay. Formula let's write. Slope M is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Let's substitute that values equal to 8 minus 6 divided by x2, that is 4 minus 2, which is equal to, what is 8 minus 6? 2 by 4 minus into minus, that is plus, which is equal to 2 by 6. Let's divide it 1, 3. So 1 by 3. Slope of AB is equal to, that is M1. Okay. Slope of AB M1 is equal to 1 by 3. Let's find out the slope of CD. Slope of CD is equal to, that is C of C is 8, 12, is it? So x1 equal to 8, y1 equal to 12, x2 equal to x, y2 is equal to 24. That is M2 is equal to y2 minus y1, that is 24 minus y1 is 12 divided by x2, that is x minus x1 is 8. That is equal to 24 minus 12 is 12 divided by x minus 8. Since two lines are perpendicular, we know M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. We have M1 is equal to 1 by 3, M2 is equal to 12 by x minus 8. So, we can use the M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1 condition. Let's use M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. Since the two lines are perpendicular, M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. What is M1? 1 by 3. What is M2? 12 by x minus 8 is equal to minus 1. So we can cancel this 1, here 4. So remaining 4 by x minus 8 is equal to minus 1. Cross multiply, 4 is equal to minus 1 into x minus 8. 4 is equal to, with the minus 1, let's multiply these two terms. Minus 1 into x, minus into minus plus, that is 1, 8 is 8. We have to find out x values. So let us take the x this side, it become plus x. X is equal to, already here x is, 8 is there, 8. This 4, let us bring this side, it become minus 4. Therefore x is equal to 4. X is equal to 4. Understood, students? Okay. Let's move to the next question. That is question number 9. Let's write the question. What is the question number 9 now? So that the given points form a right angle triangle and check whether they satisfies Pythagoras theorem. Okay. What is the Pythagoras theorem? Do you remember? Squares of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides. Is it? Here two subdivisions are there. Let us do the first one as a classwork. Second one homework. Okay. 9th question. Second subdivision homework. So in the first subdivision, given vertices are A, B, C. Is it? We have to check. We have to verify also. So it is somewhat lengthy question. So listen carefully. First of all, what to do now? Let's give the diagram, right triangle. Okay. They asked to verify with the Pythagoras theorem. So let's draw the right triangle and name it A, B, C. What is the point A? 1, minus 4. B of 2, minus 3. C of 4, minus 7. So here AB and AC are perpendicular. Is it? Let us verify whether it is right angle triangle or not. So first of all, slope of AB, let us find out. Slope of AB. Slope of AB. First formula, right? Slope M is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Here x1 is equal to 1, y1 is equal to minus 4 and x2 is equal to 2, y2 is equal to minus 3. So slope of AB M1 is equal to slope of AB M1 is equal to y2 minus y1, that is minus 3 minus minus 4 divided by x2 minus x1, that is 2 minus 1, that is equal to minus 3. Here minus into minus plus 4 by 2 minus 1 is 1, which is equal to minus 3 plus 4, that is minus 3 plus 4 is 1. 1 by 1 is equal to 1. Okay. Now, next we have to find out AB perpendicular AC, is it? So, slope of AC we have to find out. AB perpendicular AC is there. So, we have to find out the slope of AC. Slope of, so here M1 is equal to 1. Next is slope of AC. That is, here x1 equal to 1, y1 equal to minus 4, x2 equal to 4, y2 is equal to minus 7. Slope of AC M2 is equal to y2 minus y1, that is minus 7 minus minus 4 divided by x2 minus x1, that is 4 minus 1 equal to minus 7. Here minus into minus plus. So plus 4 by 4 minus 1, 3. That is equal to minus 7 plus 4 we have 3. Which is equal to minus 3 divided by 3. 3 can be cancelled 1. Which is equal to minus 1. M2 is equal to minus 1. Let us find the product of M1 and M2. Okay. The product of the slopes, we know that when two lines are perpendicular, M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. Is it? We have M1 is equal. What is M1? M1 is minus 1. Is it? What is M2? M2 is minus 1. M1 is 1. Is it? So M1 into M2 is equal to 1 into minus 1, which is equal to minus 1. Okay. Therefore, AB is perpendicular to AC. Therefore, angle A is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, ABC is a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. Okay. Right angled triangle. Let us verify. Verification using Pythagoras theorem. Okay. By Pythagoras theorem, what is the Pythagoras theorem? Squares of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides. Is it? So we know that from the diagram, squares of the hypotenuse, that is BC. BC is the hypotenuse side. Squares of the hypotenuse means BC square is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. That means AC square plus AB square. Let us find out, first of all, distance between BC. Okay, what is the distance between BC? From here, BC square is equal to AC square plus AB square. What is BC? BC is equal to square root of AC square plus AB square. Let us find the distance between BC. Distance between BC. What is the distance formula? D is equal to square root of, do you remember, x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Is it? Let us find the distance between BC. That is B of, what are the points? B of 2, minus 3 and C of 4, 7. That is here x1 equal to 2 and y1 is equal to minus 3. x2 is equal to 4, y2 is equal to 7. D is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square, that is 4 minus 2 the whole square plus y2, that is 7 minus 3 the whole square. That is equal to square root of 4 minus 2 we have 2, is it? 2 square plus minus 7 minus into minus plus 3 the whole square, which is equal to square root of 2 square we have 4 plus minus 7 plus 3 we have minus 4 square, which is equal to square root of 4 minus 4 the whole square means minus 4 into minus 4, that is plus 16. Minus into minus plus 4 4s are 16. That is equal to square root of 20. Therefore, BC equal to square root of 20 Let's find the distance between AB. Distance between AB A of 1 comma minus 4 and B of 2 comma minus 3. Here x1 equal to 1 comma y1 is equal to minus 4 and x2 equal to 2 comma y2 is equal to minus 3. That is d is equal to square root of 2 minus means x2 minus x1. 2 minus 1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1, that is minus 3 minus 4 the whole square. That is equal to square root of 2 minus 1 is 1 square plus minus 3, here minus into minus plus 4 the whole square. That is equal to square root of 1 square is 1 plus minus 3 plus 4 is 1. Here also 1 square, that is 1, which is equal to square root of 2. Therefore, distance between AB is equal to root 2. Okay. Let us find the distance between AC. Distance between AC. Here we have to use A of 1 comma minus 4 and C of 4 comma minus 7. That is x1 equal to 1 comma y1 is equal to minus 4, x2 equal to 4 comma y2 is equal to minus 7. So d is equal to square root of substitute that values x2 minus x1, that is 4 minus 1 the whole square plus minus 7 minus 4 the whole square. That is equal to square root of, what is 4 minus 1? 3, is it? 3 square plus minus 7 plus 4 the whole square. That is equal to square root of 3 square plus here minus 7 plus 4 we have minus 3 the whole square. That is equal to square root of 3 square is 9 plus minus 3 square also 9, which is equal to square root of 18. Okay. By the Pythagoras theorem, we have by the Pythagoras theorem, we have BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. Is it? What is BC value? Root of 20. Is it? BC square means root of 20 the whole square is equal to, what is AB square value? AB square is root of 2 the whole square plus what is AC square? Root of 18 the whole square. Let us cancel this square and square root can be cancelled. Square and square root can be cancelled. Square and square root can be cancelled. Remaining we have 20 is equal to 2 plus 18. Is it? 20 is equal to 20. Hence the given points form a right angle triangle. Okay. Hence the points form a right angled triangle. Okay, understood students? Second one is homework. Okay, second subdivision homework. Okay, homework exercise 5.2 9th question second subdivision. 9th question second subdivision homework. Okay, thank you students. So do the homework and today's portion also take practice. Okay, thank you.